Hello, this is Mary Helen Dara. Today I'm speaking with Erika White on Women in the Driver's Seat, and she is going to inspire young women in taking leadership roles and how she truly enjoys impacting her community. I am with the phenomenal Erika White, who has always been in the driver's seat, a woman I have highly admired. And I've been in the passenger seat next to you a few times too, cooking on
Yes,
shows and
lots of
doing
fun.
lots of fun. And you have been zipping around this last year. Will you share
Ah,
what you've been up to?
as anybody doesn't know, I ran for office, which was a little outside of my comfort zone or my drive zone. Got a chance to do that and really experience to try to take what I believe in is leadership and also serving others to the next level. Also, still serving as workers, serving workers as the president of my union. Wow, what else am I? I'm trying to lose weight, which is perpetual, always, right? Always with our health and wellness, keeping that up. So I'm very much still involved with that. Anything that has to do with where people are and about representing people that are marginalized or feel that they don't have a voice, I'm there and I love doing it.
That's awesome. And speaking of having a voice, I love that you put yourself in the ring and got outside of your comfort zone and ran for office. What advice do you have for women who are contemplating doing something brave as you have done?
Get your circle. And it sounds, and even more than a circle, get your tribe. Because the tribe are this whole group of women like you and I, though we've never worked together, we work together. And having that tribe that brings a group of women or allies together that are going to support you through your journey. So if that journey is running for office, and I would say there's three types of leaders. There's your legendary leaders, there are your legacy leaders, and your lucky leaders. So those legacy leaders are people that have always known they were going to be a leader. And so all of us don't fit in that, especially as women or minorities, that we've always known we're going to be a leader. You're too busy trying to make it, right? How are you going to get enough, money or to the end of the day, to the end of the hour? We don't have time to think of that. And then you think about those legendary people who are they're out there. They just become legends bigger than life. And then there's your lucky leaders who people are they just happen to be in the right space at the right time. And you're like, I didn't even know they were a leader, you
Yeah.
know? And so because most of us don't fall in those three categories, you really want to make sure you have a tribe of women. And I've always made sure that our allies are going to help you. The other thing is to connect with others that have done it, not that have failed or succeeded, but have done it. That can help you miss some of those hurdles, or you don't have to pay your dues. Let's get you started beyond where I started. So it's important. And I don't think we recognize that enough, that there are a lot of people that don't necessarily want to be in the driver's seat, but they're good backseat drivers.
Exactly, exactly. Well, I've always felt that you're a woman who, if you're on the top of the rung of a ladder, you're going to pull someone up behind you or push
All
someone
right,
up that's in front.
put
So,
that seatbelt on. Click.
yep, exactly. Speaking of leadership, you were the recipient of the Metro Toledo Black Women's Roundtable Sista. Can I say
Our
Sista?
sister, yes,
Sista
sisters,
Leadership
yes.
Award 2023. What did that
Yes.
mean to you?
So we actually call each other sisters. So it's
Sisters.
capital
Okay.
S-I, capital S-T-A-R-S. So when you say sisters, we're good with that. We're
Okay.
excited. It meant a lot. It was something I did not expect the award, because a lot of times when we think, even when I ran for office, I didn't win. So we only think of if you win that you've accomplished something, or if you honor both people, both sides. People are like, oh, then you're not being realistic in that someone wins, someone loses. But we miss the work and the integrity and the reason the person was there. And so for someone else to know that, that meant a lot. And in fact, it was a group of women all across Ohio that decided, they would vote who is going to be from each area to get the award. So even though it was from the Toledo area, it was for all of the state of Ohio to receive that award. And it meant a lot. It lets you know that we can do so much more together than we can apart. And there's a lot of work still to do. And the most important part is to just be gracious when you get an award. It's very hard. When you get an award, you're like, oh my gosh. I would say always, for me, the heartfelt part was other people to recognize who I am and to recognize it enough to make sure that other people know who I am. And that just means a lot. It does. It quickens my spirit. So it
Yes,
feels really
yes.
good.
So, what does the rest of 2023 and heading forward, driving into 24, look like for you?
Oh my gosh, I'm finishing my degree in health and wellness management so I can be a health and wellness practitioner. Still, that is very much my passion and my purpose is I am going to run for office again. Don't know what that looks like. I don't know what these lines look like. And also making sure that I'm building out a place for women to know how to do that, to get into leadership. And again, when we think of leadership or we think of driving, we only think of the driver. But there's all those people that go into making sure the car works, to make sure that your seatbelt in, that are behind you, helping you navigate. And so I just am very appreciative to be doing this with a lot of other people. I'm the Beyonce up front, but I've got a lot of people doing my hair, my makeup, and making sure I look good when I get up there, but willing to put in the work. And really also being a big advocate still I'm now on the Lucas County Mental Health Board, so really advocating for those with mental health and recovery, trying to make sure that we're being a part of making a path for people that don't have a voice. Also, Women of Toledo, still, I'm excited. I'll be being one of their, I wouldn't say highlighters, what do you say, MCs for upcoming in June for their Twilight at the Market. So a lot of exciting things going on, but again, I'm very excited. Wherever there's a place to serve, I'm there. And there's always room in my tribe, so.
That's great. Well, I've been honored to be part of your tribe and part of your village. And
I appreciate
all
it.
right, a young woman's in front of you. Any advice to get her motivated to get in that driver's seat?
My biggest thing is that for any young lady that's out there and it's just that I just want to get started, get started. Everyone's going to have rules and how you should start. Be your own driver. Get out there, get it started. Everything will fall in place. When we take too much time with all this overarching planning and what do we have to do this? You don't have a website? Who cares? You got Facebook. Do it, it's free. You don't have a business card? Who cares? You know what? Put something on your phone to send it to people. You don't have the right outfit? Don't care. You got a friend in a consignment shop. You just have to get out there and make it happen. And no matter how many times you fail, if you start at the underdog, eventually you're going to get on top. And just remember that once you're there to help others. But just don't give up. That is so important. You don't have to have everything to succeed. Did you know when I went back, I'll share this funny story. When I was applying for school, I went back and I pulled my, you have to go to high school and they say, go pull your, what is that called, your GPA and all
Yes, your transcripts.
Do you know I had a 1.9 at one point?
I did not know that.
And then it went to a 2.0, and I worked hard because I had a hard time. I'm a visual learner. So it was not that I'm not intelligent. The way I learn is very hands-on. So to take a math class or that, and at that time when we were going to school, there was no such thing as they were like, if you didn't learn like everyone else. So it's exciting to see those things. So what I share with people is your beginning is never your ending, but it's a great story to share and tell.
Exactly.
And just get started. So don't give up, young ladies. And if you need someone to support you, I'm here.
All right, well, Erika, it is always a pleasure to be in your presence. And boy, buckle up, right? I can't wait to see where you're headed to next.
And
thank
I can't
you
wait
so
to
much
serve.
for being here.
Yes, thank you. And I'm excited to serve. And thank you for also recognizing and being in my driver's place with me. And so a lot of times I let Mary Helen drive also. It's much more fun.
Yeah.
And then I can have wine.
Yes, exactly. Alrighty. Well, thanks again, Erika.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you also.
Thank you, Erika White, for being such an inspiration for women today. And please join us in upcoming Women in the Driver's Seat, where we'll be on the road talking to more women who positively impact this community.
Okay.